Hey everybody!
Welcome back to our channel. So, since we're leaving Vilcabamba, we thought we'd do an overview video for you guys and just let you know our experience and what to expect when you're here.
Basically just a quick rundown on some costs, things to do, and the people you're gonna find here.
And answer your questions. What to expect when you're expecting an apartment or rental. Here's some things that you can expect if you're looking for a place to rent or hostels. One of the first places that we came to when we first came to Vilcabamba was a hostel. The first one we checked out was full, but from what we heard, everyone was just saying, go down the street, there's another one. And boy, were there plenty of them. They were everywhere, so there's never a shortage on hostels. If there's a full one, there will be 20 more welcoming arms to let you in. The price range that you can find for those hostels can range between $14 to $60. So if you want a swimming pool, it's probably gonna be up in the $60 range potentially. Now when it comes to apartments and house rentals, I feel that the prices between rentals and house rentals can vary between $150 to $400 a month. And maybe you could even find something a lot more depending on the kind of lifestyle that you want. If you want a lavish mansion, it might be more than that.
You'll find a good variety of different stuff too, like a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment downtown, like what we have found, or a small 2-bedroom house on the side of the mountain, or a side room on somebody else's home for a really cheap option. For the restaurateur that wants to move to Vilcabamba, you're gonna have a good variety of things to eat as well at a pretty good variety of price ranges. You could go for something a little more traditional and classic, like the soup and rice and chicken traditional standard lunch that's usually between $2 to $3. Or you could go for something a little more expensive, like maybe a shrimp ceviche or breaded fried fish, which might run you $5 to $7. As far as traditional Western stuff, you can get maybe a 12-inch pizza for maybe around $10-12, and a hamburger and some fries would probably cost you $3 to $4. Since we've been here, we've actually seen 2 new restaurants come up. We've tried both of them and they're both pretty good. One of them's a classic burger place. The other is a more traditional Ecuadorian barbecue style. Both of them have prices ranging from $1.50 to $4 a plate.
There's plenty of activities to do here as well.
Whether you want to hike, bike, horse ride, or just maybe look around the town center.
Or even relax at a spa. There's plenty of them here.
There's at least 2 waterfalls that we've been to, really close to Vilcabamba. You could take a taxi from the center and it won't be more than 10-15 minutes to the trailhead. There's a lot of other hikes like Mandango and the Pyramid that are great views and really awesome hikes.
There's a hiking group that meets every Thursday at Coconut Cafe, and they're a lovely group of people and taking us on some of the best hikes that we've been on. They definitely also consider all skill levels, which is awesome.
If you want to see a spotlight on Coconut Cafe, check out our interviews with Caleb video and you can see what they're all about. We never did it, but we also hear that some of the larger hotels with pools will charge maybe a $5 fee to let you use their recreational pool area for the day.
There's also plenty of shopping downtown where people sell their handmade jewelry, just like this one, for only $3, and there's lots of clothing options and just a good vibe and just always something to shop for.
The population here in Vilcabamba is almost, I would say, 50% foreigners from all over the world, whether it's Europe, North America, Asia, or the Middle East.
A lot of the people that we met were super helpful and very knowledgeable on traveling expectations and where to take your next bus, or just all kinds of information to help us on our future travels.
We did meet quite a few individuals that definitely have some out there beliefs, but as long as you come here with an open mind, everybody's gonna treat you well, and we haven't found one unhelpful person yet. Jumping off of that, the town as a whole really does have, as they say here, a pretty tranquilo vibe. The climate here is probably some of the best I've ever seen anywhere. It's essentially just standard hotel room temperature all the time.
No fan necessary.
Or air conditioner.
You won't really find an air conditioner here. Question time!
Now we're gonna answer some of the questions that we've received while living here. Shay, would you say it is economical to live in Vilcabamba, Ecuador?
My answer to that is yes, especially if you have a pension. Recently, the minimum requirement has been lowered to $400 to get a residential visa. So as long as you're making $400 a month, you can get a visa here. Depending on your lifestyle, some of the rent and food can easily be the cheapest in South America. Hey Caleb, is it easy to find a place to rent?
I would say for us, where and when we were looking, it was fairly easy, but that might have also been because we were looking at the tail end of the pandemic. So rentals weren't quite as occupied as they might have been, say, 2 years ago, or might be a year or 2 years from now. We found a place fairly easy just by walking around Vilcabamba and looking at some of the signs that say for rent, apartment for rent, things like that, and eventually we found somebody that helped us out and we found a great little place. Obviously, there's some online resources like longtermrental.com or Airbnb where you could potentially find some places to stay before you arrive. However, I always believe that feet on the ground in the location you're looking is really going to help you find the best deal and bang for your buck. Sometimes the best hidden gems are not on the internet and can only be found just by walking around, seeing a little paper sign and calling the number on it. So Shay, what is the best way to get to Vilcabamba and how did we do it?
Easy. Magic. So we flew into Guayaquil and there is a terminal right near the airport where you can buy a bus ticket. So we bought a bus ticket to Loja and that was about $12.50 per person. We took a 9-hour bus from Guayaquil to Loja and then an hour-long bus to Loja to Vilcabamba.
Overall, buses seem to be one of the best ways to get around Ecuador as a whole. They run very frequently and are very affordable, and we will be using the public bus system to get to our next location, Baños.
Would we recommend Vilcabamba?
Yes. Overall, I think yeah, at least personally I would, especially if you have any type of income coming from maybe elsewhere or perhaps an online job. This would be a really good location for you. Also, if your Spanish is still not so good and you're working on it, I would say Vilcabamba is one of the few towns you could probably get away with minimal Spanish because of how many foreigners there are here.
It is a great place if you want to start your own agriculture.
Maybe permaculture
farming. The soil is rich. Anything will grow here, so great place for that.
I'll miss it here, definitely. I'll miss the climate, I'll miss some of the really cool people we've met, and I'll miss 1 or 2 of the restaurants that we ended up going to regularly.
Definitely. I'll miss the people we met, the food we ate, the climate. It's been a joy being here. It is on my list of one of the places to return to.
Me too.
So our next location is Baños, and we hope to see you there.
Please, if you really liked this video, give us the thumbs up, and if you really liked us, subscribe, because it helps the channel immensely. Bye.